India Wins Freedom is an autobiographical account by Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, an Indian freedom fighter and the first Minister of Education in independent India. It delves into the struggle for India's independence, shedding light on Azad's experiences, interactions with prominent leaders like Gandhi and Nehru, and the political dynamics of that era. The book offers insights into the challenges faced during the freedom movement and the aspirations of a nation striving for independence. Maulana Abul Kalam Azad was a prominent leader in India's independence movement. He was a scholar, journalist, and a passionate advocate for Hindu-Muslim unity. Azad became the youngest president of the Indian National Congress in 1923. He played a crucial role in the freedom struggle, working alongside Mahatma Gandhi and Jawaharlal Nehru. Azad championed the cause of secularism and worked tirelessly for India's independence. As an influential leader, he left a lasting impact on the nation's political landscape. British colonial rule in India began in the mid-18th century, with the establishment of the East India Company's control over various regions. Over time, the company expanded its influence, exploiting India's resources and imposing economic policies that severely impacted the local population. By the 19th century, India was directly ruled by the British Crown. After the Sepoy Mutiny of 1857, the British implemented policies that favored their interests, leading to economic exploitation, social discrimination, and cultural suppression. Indians faced oppression, economic hardships, and limited civil liberties under British rule. The discontent among Indians gradually led to the rise of the Indian independence movement. Leaders like Dadabhai Naoroji, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Lala Lajpat Rai, and later Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, and Maulana Abul Kalam Azad emerged, advocating for freedom, social reforms, and self-governance. The movement gained momentum through non-violent protests, civil disobedience, boycotts, and various movements such as the Quit India movement, ultimately leading to India's independence on August 15, 1947. British colonial rule in India began in the mid-18th century, with the establishment of the East India Company's control over various regions. Over time, the company expanded its influence, exploiting India's resources and imposing economic policies that severely impacted the local population. By the 19th century, India was directly ruled by the British Crown. After the Sepoy Mutiny of 1857, the British implemented policies that favored their interests, leading to economic exploitation, social discrimination, and cultural suppression. Indians faced oppression, economic hardships, and limited civil liberties under British rule. The discontent among Indians gradually led to the rise of the Indian independence movement. Leaders like Dadabhai Naoroji, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Lala Lajpat Rai, and later Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, and Maulana Abul Kalam Azad emerged, advocating for freedom, social reforms, and self-governance. The movement gained momentum through non-violent protests, civil disobedience, boycotts, and various movements such as the Quit India movement, ultimately leading to India's independence on August 15, 1947. The struggle for India's independence spanned decades, marked by pivotal events, visionary leaders, and movements that defined the nation's fight against British colonial rule. Beginning with the formation of the Indian National Congress in the late 19th century, the early nationalist movements aimed to secure Indian representation and rights. The partition of Bengal in 1905 triggered widespread protests, igniting the Swadeshi movement advocating indigenous production and boycotting British goods. Simultaneously, revolutionary groups like the Ghadar Party and the Hindustan Socialist Republican Association emerged, advocating more aggressive means to achieve independence. World War I and the Montagu-Chelmsford reforms of 1919 failed to fulfill promises of self-governance, leading to the Jallianwala Bagh massacre and heightened resistance. Gandhi's leadership during the non-cooperation movement, 1920-1922, civil disobedience movement, 1930-1934, and the iconic Salt March significantly mobilized Indians against British rule. The Quit India movement in 1942, led by Gandhi, saw widespread protests, culminating in the arrest of many Indian leaders. Figures like Jawaharlal Nehru, Subhas Chandra Bose, and Maulana Abul Kalam Azad played pivotal roles in the struggle, each contributing unique perspectives and approaches toward India's ultimate independence. In 1947, India's journey towards independence unfolded amidst a tapestry of pivotal events, transformative leaders, and impassioned movements. The inception of the Indian National Congress in 1885, marked the beginning of a quest for Indian representation within the British system. As nationalism surged, the partition of Bengal in 1905 sparked protests and the Swadeshi movement, urging Indians to embrace indigenous goods and boycott British products. Simultaneously, voices advocating more radical approaches, led by figures like Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Bipin Chandra Pal, emerged during the extremist phase. The aftermath of World War I, coupled with the discontent from the Montagu-Chelmsford reforms and the harrowing Jallianwala Bagh massacre in 1919, intensified the agitation against British rule. Mahatma Gandhi's arrival onto the political stage galvanized the nation, fostering mass movements such as the Non-Cooperation Movement, 1920-1922, and the Civil Disobedience Movement, 1930-1934, exemplifying non-violent resistance and civil disobedience. The Quit India movement in 1942 echoed the cry for freedom, resulting in widespread protests and the incarceration of numerous Indian leaders. This historic struggle was shaped by visionary leaders like Gandhi, Nehru, Bose, and Azad, each contributing unique ideologies and strategies toward the common goal of India's independence in 1947. Maulana Abul Kalam Azad's perspective on India's freedom struggle, encapsulated in India Wins Freedom, embodies a multifaceted blend of fervent idealism and pragmatic realism. His narrative vividly captures the essence of the movement, emphasizing the paramount significance of non-violent resistance and unity in the fight against British colonial rule. Azad ardently champions the philosophy of communal harmony, recognizing it as the bedrock for India's strength and progress. Through his interactions with pivotal leaders like Gandhi and Nehru, Azad offers profound insights into the diverse ideologies, strategies, and visions that characterize the leadership dynamics within the Indian National Congress and the broader freedom movement. His first-hand experiences and personal involvement in the struggle portray the sacrifices, challenges, and unwavering dedication of individuals striving for the nation's independence. Furthermore, as its post-independence vision extends beyond the attainment of freedom, highlighting the daunting task of nation-building, the imperative of social and economic reforms, and the crucial need to uphold secularism in a nation marked by diversity. Azad's perspective enriches our understanding of the ideological complexities and the moral underpinnings that shaped India's arduous yet triumphant journey to self-governance. The era of British colonial rule in India was marked by systemic oppression across various spheres. Economically, the British exploited India's resources, causing widespread poverty and famines due to exploitative policies like heavy taxation and land revenue systems. Socially, there was discrimination and a sense of cultural suppression, seen notably through the dismantling of local industries and imposition of Western education systems that aimed to erode indigenous cultural practices. Politically, Indians were denied representation and basic civil liberties, leading to discontent and simmering resistance against British rule. Indian resistance to colonial oppression took various forms. Initially, efforts focused on reform within the system, advocating for Indian representation and rights. However, as discontent grew, movements emerged, ranging from passive forms of protest to more aggressive, militant actions. Leaders like Gandhi advocated for non-violent civil disobedience, encouraging boycotts of British goods, promoting self-reliance through indigenous production, and leading symbolic acts like the Salt March. Simultaneously, there were more radical movements, such as armed uprisings and the formation of groups, like the Ghadar Party and the Hindustan Socialist Republican Association, which advocated for a more forceful overthrow of British rule. These acts of resistance, whether passive or militant, collectively shaped the narrative of India's struggle for independence. They showcased the resilience of the Indian people in the face of colonial oppression, culminating in a unified movement that ultimately led to the end of British rule in 1947. Throughout India's struggle for independence, the pivotal role played by leaders and movements was instrumental in shaping the course of the nation's history. Leaders: Mahatma Gandhi, known for his philosophy of non-violence, satyagraha, and civil disobedience, Gandhi's leadership galvanized the masses, promoting unity and resilience in the face of oppression. His strategic protests, such as the Salt March and Quit India movement, garnered international attention and increased pressure on the British. Jawaharlal Nehru, a charismatic leader and statesman, Nehru's vision for a modern, secular India resonated deeply. As India's first Prime Minister, he laid the foundation for democratic institutions and economic reforms, shaping the country's future trajectory. Subhas Chandra Bose advocated for a more militant approach through the Indian National Army, INA, seeking support from Axis powers during World War II and believing in armed resistance against British rule. Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, a prominent Congress leader, Azad championed Hindu-Muslim unity, emphasizing the importance of communal harmony and the struggle for independence. Movements. Non-cooperation movement, initiated by Gandhi, encouraging Indians to boycott British institutions, courts, schools, and goods, showcasing unity and civil disobedience. Civil disobedience movement, marked by the Dandi Salt March, Gandhi's symbolic act against salt taxes, leading to widespread civil disobedience and protests across the country. Quit India movement, a call by Gandhi for immediate British withdrawal from India, resulting in mass protests and arrests of Indian leaders, intensifying the demand for independence. These leaders and movements represented diverse ideologies and approaches toward achieving independence. While Gandhi advocated non-violent resistance, others like Bose saw armed struggle as necessary. Together, they rallied the nation, transforming the freedom struggle into a unified movement with varied strategies, ultimately leading to India's liberation from British colonial rule. The partition of India in 1947, which led to the creation of two independent nations, India and Pakistan, was a defining moment in the subcontinent's history. The division was primarily along religious lines, resulting in the creation of a Muslim-majority Pakistan and a predominantly Hindu India. The partition was accompanied by widespread violence, large-scale migrations, and the loss of numerous lives and properties. The communal harmony that had been a cornerstone of the freedom movement faced severe challenges during this period. The partition unleashed communal tensions and violence between Hindus, Muslims, and Sikhs, leading to tragic incidents of riots, massacres, and forced migrations. Communities that had coexisted for centuries found themselves torn apart, leading to immense suffering and trauma for millions. Despite the aspirations for unity and secularism during the independence movement, the partition's aftermath revealed the deep-seated religious divisions and tensions within the society. Leaders like Mahatma Gandhi and Maulana Abul Kalam Azad had championed Hindu-Muslim unity, but the communal violence surrounding the partition dealt a severe blow to these aspirations. However, amidst this upheaval, efforts were made to restore communal harmony. Leaders on both sides of the border urged for peace, and initiatives were undertaken to foster understanding and unity between religious communities. Yet, the scars of partition lingered, leaving a lasting impact on the social fabric of both nations. Over the years, both India and Pakistan have continued efforts to promote peace and cooperation, but communal harmony remains a challenge. The partition serves as a poignant reminder of the importance of fostering unity, understanding, and respect among diverse communities to ensure a peaceful coexistence. India's struggle for independence was a tumultuous journey fraught with significant challenges, yet it was punctuated by pivotal triumphs that defined the nation's history. The colonial oppression endured by India under British rule encompassed economic exploitation, cultural suppression, and political marginalization, resulting in widespread poverty and discontent among the populace. The deeply entrenched communal divide was starkly illuminated during the traumatic partition in 1947, leading to appalling violence, riots, and forced migrations that left lasting scars on communities, fracturing the social fabric of the subcontinent. Amidst this turmoil, the challenge of forging unity among a diverse populace, encompassing myriad languages, cultures, and religions, posed a formidable obstacle to the collective goal of nationhood. Additionally, the struggle wasn't devoid of internal challenges, including ideological differences among leaders and the task of maintaining unity and coherence within the freedom movement. However, within this landscape of trials and tribulations, the narrative of triumphs emerged as pillars of hope and resilience. The adoption of nonviolent resistance, spearheaded by Mahatma Gandhi, stood as a testament to India's moral strength and garnered widespread international support, shaping a powerful narrative of peaceful protest that reverberated globally. The unity exhibited by people from diverse backgrounds and regions showcased a collective will toward a shared objective of independence, transcending divisions and demonstrating the strength of unity and diversity. Visionary leaders such as Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, and others provided direction, inspiration, and a vision for a free India, fostering hope and determination among the masses. Despite the myriad challenges, India's perseverance culminated in a defining moment as the nation achieved independence in 1947, marking the end of nearly 2 centuries of British colonial rule. The struggles and successes of India's independence movement have profoundly shaped the nation's identity and global stature. They stand as a testament to the resilience, unity, and unwavering spirit of a populace striving for self-governance, dignity, and a shared future. The triumphs attained amid adversities not only delineated India's trajectory towards nationhood but continue to resonate as a beacon of inspiration for similar struggles worldwide, underscoring the enduring significance of perseverance, unity, and the pursuit of freedom and dignity for all. India's independence movement etched an enduring legacy, that permeates every facet of the nation's existence, leaving an indelible imprint on its identity and global standing. The movement's culmination in 1947 heralded the end of British colonial rule, birthing a vibrant democracy founded on the principles of liberty, equality, and justice. Its political impact resonates through India's democratic institutions, ensuring regular, free, and fair elections, fostering a diverse representation reflective of the nation's pluralistic fabric. Moreover, the movement served as a catalyst for a cultural resurgence, igniting a renewed sense of pride in India's diverse heritage, languages, arts, and traditions. This cultural revival not only strengthened the country's cultural identity, but also bolstered its soft power on the global stage. Socially, the independence movement catalyzed discussions on equality and justice, laying the groundwork for transformative social reforms. While challenges persist, the movement spurred initiatives aimed at dismantling social barriers, advocating for gender equality, and addressing socio-economic disparities, fostering a more inclusive society. Internationally, India's struggle for independence left an indelible mark, inspiring similar movements worldwide and influencing global discourse on nonviolent resistance and civil disobedience as potent tools for change. Yet, amidst its profound impact, the movement's legacy embodies both challenges and opportunities. Communal tensions persist, serving as a reminder of the need for continual efforts to nurture communal harmony and unity. Economic disparities and social inequalities continue to be pressing concerns, underscoring the unfinished agenda of the movement. However, the movement's legacy remains a guiding beacon, inspiring successive generations to uphold the values of freedom, secularism, and inclusivity while confronting the challenges that persist. Its legacy permeates through India's collective consciousness, serving as a reminder of the nation's resilience, unity and diversity, and unwavering commitment to the ideals of justice, equality, and progress. India Wins Freedom, by Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, encapsulates a rich tapestry of insights that illuminate the intricate layers of India's struggle for independence. Azad's narrative unveils the complex leadership dynamics within the Indian National Congress and the broader freedom movement, portraying the diverse ideologies, strategies, and visions of influential leaders like Gandhi, Nehru, and Azad himself. The book serves as a reservoir of wisdom, emphasizing the profound significance of nonviolent resistance and communal harmony as fundamental tenets of the struggle. Azad's advocacy for Hindu-Muslim unity resonates throughout his narrative, aligning with Gandhi's philosophy and exemplifying the potent force of unity and nonviolence in achieving India's liberation from colonial rule. Moreover, India Wins Freedom vividly portrays the myriad challenges, sacrifices, and triumphs that characterized India's quest for independence. From the economic exploitation under British rule to the tumultuous communal tensions during the partition, Azad's account encapsulates the multifaceted struggles, complexities, and ethical dilemmas faced by the nation and its leaders. The book extends beyond a mere chronicle of historical events. It offers Azad's contemplations on the post-independence trajectory of India. His reflections encompass the responsibilities and challenges that emerged in shaping a newly independent nation, emphasizing the imperative of social and economic reforms, the preservation of secularism, and the imperative of fostering a cohesive, inclusive society. In essence, India Wins Freedom stands as a testament to Azad's personal experiences, providing invaluable insights into the ideological underpinnings, the moral fervor, and the diverse aspirations that guided India's momentous journey to freedom. Through Azad's narrative, the book offers a profound understanding of the ethos, complexities, and the unwavering determination that shaped the destiny of a nation striving for self-governance, unity, and dignity. Maulana Abul Kalam Azad's perspectives in India Wins Freedom are invaluable in comprehending the nuanced layers and diverse facets of India's struggle for independence. His insights offer a deeply personal yet comprehensive portrayal of the ideological underpinnings, the challenges faced, and the ethical dilemmas encountered during this pivotal period in Indian history. Azad's account serves as a bridge between historical events and the human experience, providing a first-hand narrative that enriches our understanding of the intricacies within the Indian National Congress and the broader freedom movement. His portrayal of leadership dynamics, interactions with key figures, and differing ideologies offers a multi-dimensional view of the struggle, going beyond the surface narrative and delving into the complexities and debates that shaped the movement. Furthermore, Azad's emphasis on nonviolence and communal harmony echoes the ethos of Gandhi's philosophy, shedding light on the moral fervor and ethical principles that guided the struggle. His advocacy for Hindu-Muslim unity stands as a testament to the importance of inclusivity and unity in a diverse society, reflecting the vision of a secular and cohesive India. Azad's reflections extend beyond the attainment of independence, addressing the challenges and responsibilities in shaping a post-colonial nation. His insights into the need for social reforms, economic development, and the preservation of secularism provide a roadmap for understanding the complexities of nation-building in a diverse and newly independent India. In essence, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad's perspectives in India Wins Freedom offer a deeply insightful and multifaceted lens through which to comprehend the ideals, struggles, and aspirations that shaped India's transformative journey to independence. His narrative not only enriches historical scholarship, but also fosters a deeper appreciation for the values of unity, resilience, and inclusivity that continue to resonate in India's national identity.